Hello and welcome to Solent Sports News. This is the first of our weekly bulletins that will run all throughout the year. And coming up today, we've got the world's main sporting headlines and a series of packages produced by our very own news teams.
Up first though, it's Harry Kane, and after being named England captain for last night's World Cup qualifier against Slovenia, he netted a late winner for the Three Lions and booked his squad's tickets for the flight to Russia. After a lacklustre affair at Wembley, Kane turned home Kyle Walker's cross in the 94th minute and sent the England fans into raptures.
And staying with football now, FC Barcelona insisted that talks should be held over the future of Catalonia. And this news follows the social uprising that led to the Catalonia independence referendum, in which 90% of voters wanted to leave Spain.
And Lewis Hamilton was fastest in a wet and windy second practice session at the Japanese Grand Prix. Hamilton said, "It's been an interesting day. The car is feeling much better than it was in Malaysia." The teams were reluctant to run though, because each driver is limited to just 4 sets of wet weather tyres for the weekend, and only 5 drivers managed to set a lap time.
American football now, and Carolina Panthers quarterback and former NFL MVP Cam Newton has issued an apology following his sexist remarks at a midweek press conference. Newton stated that it was funny to hear a female talk about football. And after losing prestigious sponsors and fans, the dual threat quarterback stated, "If you're a person who took offence, then I sincerely apologise to you."
On to our promos now from our very own news teams. Following Irish striker Kevin Doyle's recent retirement from football, we're talking about head injuries. So let's learn from a professional a little bit about how heading the ball can impact a player.
The brain inside the skull is suspended in fluid, and as the skull hits the ball hits the skull, the brain actually carries on moving, so it knocks against the inside of the skull.
War Lionesses find themselves unable to progress up to the top division due to the FA's plans to restructure the Women's Super League. Here's what their chairman had to say.
I'm honest with myself, I'm obviously not going to be playing WSL 1 next year or the year after, whatever. So then I'm only ever really going to be playing the second division football, which I currently am now. So in terms of my footballing career, it's probably not going to change too much.
Portsmouth ladies have been impacted by the same changes. Let's hear a sneak peek of what Dean Tetley, their strength and conditioning coach, has to say.
I think it's kind of gone towards a stage where it's making it very elitist. It's not helpful for the women's game at all.
And Southampton swimmer Ashley Christophy is to be nominated for a national award following his charity Channel Swim. Find out how he did it later.
And the Mason brothers have collected over 1,000 appearances in total for Sholing FC. With the youngest brother Marlon now coming up through the ranks, Solent Sport went to find out how they managed it, and what motivated them and what comes next for the family.
If all 4 of us attributes together would be the perfect player. It's good though if you compete, because then it makes you better as competition. So
it makes you better players.
If anyone's scared of competition, they're in the wrong sport.
Thanks very much for watching. Join us for our full-length bulletin to find out more about all of those stories at 4:30.